The Trump-Harris teams are planning a series of major campaign events as part of their closing arguments leading up to Election Day.
Doug Luzader joining us live from Washington with the latest on the campaign trail. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. We're talking about these two events that, interestingly enough, will not occur in swing states, but both campaigns are hoping for big crowds.
It will be just beyond the White House, on the Ellipse, where Vice President Kamala Harris will try to sum it all up next week, Tuesday, in what her campaign hopes will be a huge rally.
Do you think Donald Trump is a fascist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
During a CNN town hall last night, Harris responded to Donald Trump's former chief of staff, John Kelly, who also used the term fascist.
So he certainly falls into the general definition of fascist, for sure.
Trump, in turn, called Kelly, in his words, a total degenerate. But defining Trump as dangerous will no doubt be a big part of Harris's closing arguments.
We've had a lot of rallies, and we're going to have our biggest of all at Madison Square Garden.
Trump's big closer will be on Sunday at New York's Madison Square Garden. It is in part a sign of growing confidence, as he argues that the reliably Democratic state could be in play. And just this morning, a new Wall Street Journal poll has Trump over Harris nationally by 3 points. That's still within the margin of error, and it may be an outlier, but it was enough to cut into Harris's lead in the Real Clear Politics polling average, where the vice president now holds an edge of just 0.2 of a point.
Now, at this stage, those national numbers don't mean all that much because this all comes down to the swing states. But still, it shows just how close this race really is. Brooke and Bob.
Those numbers are just all over the place, Doug. So yeah, you don't know what to believe. You know, I don't know if you follow social media and stuff that they talk about on there, but I find something interesting. I woke up this morning and there was talk again of an October surprise.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm.
On the side on both campaigns, which is really interesting. I don't know who's fueling these rumors, but is something going to happen just 12 days before the election?
Yeah, or will there be a series of small ones? You know, the timing of this interview with John Kelly, Trump's former chief of staff, was certainly interesting. I mean, he was chief of staff years ago, and this comes out right now, less than 2 weeks before Election Day. So there may be some, let's say, timed releases, even if there are no real blockbusters in all of this.
It's also makes you think, how hard are each campaign searching for something on the other side?
Yeah.
Is that where their focus should be?
And are they holding something in reserve to kind of release as a bombshell right before the election? It's difficult to say. And we've talked about this before. October surprises may not mean as much as they used to be because you have millions of people that have already cast their ballots and locked in their votes.
True.
It's true. Doug Luzader, live for us in Washington. We appreciate you.